Hey, this is Joe Carabay with New Release Wednesday. We're talking Batman vs. Two-Face, but we're here with co-supervisor and co-writer James Tucker. How are you doing, sir?
Great. How are you?
I'll ask you, so how did we land on Batman vs. Two-Face? What was that process, that mental process that brought you to that?
Well, we knew that the original series had tried to do a Two-Face episode, but for whatever reason, thought it was too intense for their audience at the time. And so we knew we wanted to do a Two-Face related story just because it was something that was fresh, that we knew the series had never accomplished. And once we knew Adam West was, once we knew that William Shatner was on board, it just, everything kind of fell into place. So that's kind of how it came about. I don't know if we would have even done it if William Shatner hadn't agreed to do it.
So almost on that same regards, did you have any sort of worries about or challenges that you had to conquer when making Batman vs. Two-Face?
Not really. The trick was to make sure it was a story that had enough weight and heft to merit a Two-Face story, because Two-Face traditionally is a character that has a lot more baggage than some of the other villains that were on the TV show. So to make him fit into that TV show world with all of the darkness that's inherent to the character, and yet make it still mesh with the established version of the show, was a little tricky, but not that tricky. I mean, basically the comics of the 50s had Two-Face in them, and we just treated the character like that version, and even used story elements from those comics. So.
And a real quick question: so, what of James Tucker is in Batman vs. Two-Face? Like, what blueprint? Like, what fingerprints do you have in it? Like, oh, that was my thing. All of this. Is like,
me. No.
Is there something like, oh, there's something in the background, or like that's part of me? That's
Well, no. I mean, I was weaned on the original '66 show. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for the '66 show. I wouldn't be an artist if it weren't for this. I wouldn't like comics if it weren't for this. So, my function, along with co-writing it, was to make sure it just felt authentic. And it's in my DNA. When I hear, when we be trying out dialogue, if I could hear it, if it sounded like it would be on the show. And so, this is the kind of project I got into animation to do that I never thought we would end up doing. That's all. That's all.
That's amazing.
Instigate the extractor protocol!
Radio, Doc.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Behold, my evil extractor! They are trying to overwhelm the machine with their eagle! Shut it down! Harvey, look out!
It's a double cross. All signs pointing to
Two-Face. I won't rest until we get to the bottom of this.
the game is afoot, Mr. Dent.
Get the lead out, or I'll put the lead in. I can't go on like this. I insist you stop this madness.
Look, pretty boy, we had a deal.
Going once, going twice. Sold to all the villains of Gotham. Soon the secret will be exposed for all of Gotham to see. To the Batmobile. Scarred side up. Get them, boys. You'll never take me alive, Cape Coppers. Harvey, stay strong. Wakey, wakey, bird boy. Now it's your turn, Robin, the boy guinea pig.
You'll never figure out how to use that without...
Hugo Strange? You know what they say. If you can't kill them in a horrible lab experiment, join them!